Welcome to lesson 98 of A Course in Miracles. I will accept my part in God's plan for salvation. I will accept my part in God's plan for salvation. And here again is the choice that we need to make. Once again, we need to make a choice. We need to make a choice whether we're going to stand in the illusion and suffer, or whether we're going to accept the plan that God has for us for salvation, and just trust. And this is really I remember a teacher a long time ago. She said, change in regards to the way we think and in regards to patterns is like if you see a cruise, like a huge ship going in the ocean, and then suddenly they're going one way, and suddenly they realize that they need to go somewhere else. If let's say they were going north, and suddenly they have to go east or west. How the pressure that will take, and the time that will take just to turn the cruise to to the other side. And so imagine the pressure in the water. Well, this is the same thing with us sometimes in regards to, we are like that, thinking about something and going on in our minds, and that creating an emotion, and we are just magnifying it within ourselves, and suddenly we remember that we are accepting God's plan for salvation. And then it's like resisting, and then it's like, okay, I accept God's plan for salvation. And it is training, it is a training. The hard bit in here is the practice, the decision to let go of control, let go of the illusion, let go of the focus that you're in. And then when you surrender and you relax and you connect to yourself and to the light within, it just becomes smooth within. So first we just feel that resistance, and it's like this turning of the cruise ship going that way, and it's such a tension, because you're just you're resisting change, you're resisting to let go of control, you're resistant to surrender to God's plan. But then when you just go, okay, stuff this, this is too hard, I'm just going to surrender to God's plan. And you just breathe, and you don't know what's going to happen next. But in this right moment, you surrender to God's plan for salvation. And this is what we need to do every hour or so. Just spend some time. And rather than resisting the change, just letting go and going, okay, well, I surrender and I accept God's plan for salvation. And once again, it's like channeling through me. It's just going through me, peace. In this right moment, I choose peace. And again, then you go into the illusion again, and you're upset, and your body's tense, and the stomach tight, and the throat, and I want to leave, I want to run away from all this. And then it's like, and I accept God's plan for salvation, and I surrender right here and right now. So we can all say that. I accept God's plan for salvation, and I surrender right here and right now. And just see and notice how the body relaxes. If it was tense, just see how the mind stops thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. The emotions relax, because you're accepting God's plan for salvation. There's no more resistance. There's no more fight. It's just an acceptance. Yeah, the resistance, the fight within is over. There's only acceptance of God's plan for salvation to act through you. So yeah, enjoy lesson 98, and I'll see you tomorrow for lesson 99.